Many years back, I made the most horrible deal in my life. I exchanged 8 hours of my daily life for 5 days a week in return for some money that could barely cover my living expense. It seemed like my colleagues also weren't too happy about it. I mean, they were just looking forward until they could retire, being 30 years old. Yet they, just like me, thought there was simply no other way in life. This was simply why you were put on the planet, to work, retire, and look back to that life as something beautiful. Well, I did not want to spend my time in a toxic work environment until I'm old enough to retire. I decided to look for a better option because I simply could not accept that this was all what life was about, right? I had to learn everything by myself. And I read a lot of books, I listened to a lot of podcasts, I tried to set up a business. And I failed. And this is where most people would stop. But I tried again. And I failed again. I tried many things until it all started falling in the right place. At last, I was able to create an international e-commerce company. And this company grew actually very fast. And after 1 year, I was actually already able to quit my job. I was already fully free. I felt like I was having full control over my life again. Like while other people had to commute to work, I could just stay in bed. Or when a friend was calling me for a party in the middle of the week, I could show up and party hard and didn't have to bother about the next day being at the office. I could just again sleep long, and in the meantime I was making money. Or I could just hop on a plane and travel all around the world because my business allowed me to work anywhere, anytime. Before that, I had to sell my time, and if I didn't sell a day of my time, I would not have money. Right now, time is in my advantage. Even on a Saturday or a Sunday, 7 days a week, this system is making money for me. Years later, I decided to move to a foreign country where I met my wife. And we had a daughter, and thanks to this business I was able to spend every day with my wife and daughter. That was a requirement for me to have kids. But let me just be clear, I don't own like $1 million company. This is actually just a relatively small e-commerce company that's making good money, and everything is basically automated. On top of that, I also use the money that I'm making to create new business. This is all gonna make me more money in the future. For years, many people asked me about my knowledge, and I was able to help them create their dream, help those people create their own business. I was able to inspire them, so I thought maybe I can just share this knowledge to the whole world, because in the end, I know there's a lot of people out there that have a dead-end job, would love to simply give it up and have a good business instead. In the end, the most important is that you start your own story and that you don't give up until you got the life that you were always dreaming of.